How's that? How are my guns? They take up a lot of the frame. See, this is what happens. Yeah. Lay down. Lay down. Today I'd like to share a little bit about multiple myeloma. Multiple myeloma is a blood cancer. It resides in the bone. About 20,000 people a year in the United States are diagnosed with multiple myeloma. As far as the cause of multiple myeloma, no one is really sure. At this point, there's a lot of speculation as to if it's environmental. There's never been anything found that shows that it passes from one generation to the next. It doesn't look like it has anything to do with our genetics, that it is most likely caused by some sort of environmental trigger. There are some studies out that have shown that people in rural areas tend to get multiple myeloma a little more often than those in the cities. African Americans are at a higher risk on a percentage basis to get multiple myeloma. It honestly is, pretty speculative. Up to about 10, 12 years ago, there was very little alternatives out there, and luckily, just so happened, November of 2015 was like a hallmark, month for multiple myeloma patients. 3 brand new drugs came on the market in the same month. That alone really affected a lot of people's lives in a great way, because it gave 3 new alternatives to people that were either out of alternatives or getting close to being out of alternatives. And multiple myeloma can be such a strange cancer to deal with. I know individuals that have been on the same chemo they started when they were diagnosed 15 years later, and that same first chemo is still working to control the disease. And I know people that have gone through 5, 6 drugs. Some of them had no effect when they took them. Some of them had an effect for 3, 4, 5 months, and then the cancer spiked again. I did chemo for about the first 6 or 7 months after I was diagnosed, and then I had a stem cell transplant. And I was very, very lucky. Only about 40% of stem cell transplant patients ever hit the mark known as remission. When people say, I've been diagnosed with multiple myeloma, what do you suggest? There's never a cookie cutter answer. You have to sit down with a really good oncologist, take all the information available for your situation, and then come up with a plan. And come up with that plan, start the plan, see how it develops. If it's working, you ride it as long as you can. If it's not working, you adjust. But I see it all the time on the blogs, people asking questions. What should I do? I was just diagnosed. My doctor says this. What do you recommend? And I always respond the same way. There's no way to give people advice without all the information, because every one of us is very, very unique in our situation.